Hello, 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 guys. I am still coming down off from that quick Herx. That is just one of the strangest feelings that I cannot stand of all the Herxing things is when we get the neuropathy and it feels like you're going to collapse. I'm not feeling that now. I've got feeling back in my face and my ears. I took an ibuprofen to get rid of the swelling. My thyroid, which is probably hard to see right now, is inflamed. So that doesn't add to it. Sometimes you can get like thyroid storms, which kind of fall under a lot of the same categories. However, the numb leg and the foot drop and stuff like that has nothing to do with thyroid. Right now, I'm feeling really lethargic, but then again, I took like a half of a Xanax tablet for the anxiety, and I did take an ibuprofen. My head is kind of achy. There's like a low, dull ache there. My lips still feel like they're buzzing a little bit. You know, how that goes. I've noticed that prior to this little flare up and prior to the azithromycin here, I had been dropping a lot of stuff. And then when I started the antibiotics, I have really been dropping stuff. But like I said, my hands have been getting that. See how they turn white? If I take a shower or something, I get tingling in the tips of the fingers. Sometimes my thumb gets almost like a little purpley, almost like circulation problems. But it has been so annoying. I'm telling you, we have bad backs as it is. It's like I drop probably something 20 times a day, at least. And it gets to the point where you don't want to bend down and pick it up because your back's sore. So I do have one of those like little hand things that my mother had given me where you pick things up with it. If you can't reach, you can grab things. I have used that, but most of the time it's like I just deal with the pain like we usually do, and I bend over and I pick it up. But not before I say something kind of humorous. Good, you want to fall? You want to stay on the floor? Stay there. And then I'll walk away, come back, pick it up. It's just monotonous. I actually cracked the screen on my phone about a month ago, just dropping things. It's like we don't feel like most people do. So we have a tendency to drop things all the time. We're just like people with MS. Well, we all know what MS is anyways. At least we do. So yeah, that's what's been going on. I've been feeling kind of run down. The holiday times, let's face it, year round we're always exhausted. Now add the thyroid problems on top of that because we usually have that too. Double exhaustion, and then they diagnose us with chronic fatigue. Well, we're chronically fatigued, you think. But yeah, I've been more exhausted, and then of course everybody's had a cold around here, and I thought I was going to get by without getting it. But that wasn't the case. So I ended up with that, which added to things. And it seems like every year at Christmas time, every time I'm making cookies, usually I'm sick during making them and I have a mask on and gloves, or I get sick slightly afterwards. The day that I made my last batch of cookies, boom, I had this nasty cold. So that wasn't fun. But it was just a regular cold. It wasn't the worst, but there was a lot of coughing and stuff, and I'm still using an inhaler quite a bit just for the breathing parts of it. I could probably stand to use a nebulizer maybe once or twice. Who knows? But other than that, the mental aspects, like I've mentioned before, once I moved, there really isn't a mental anguish. Really, the only mental anguish that I really deal with is the health issues. I can't complain. Life is so much better. It's so much more mellower. I'm not on constant edge, I'm not constantly being cut down, questioned, yelled at, just picked at. So I don't have that, thank God. So that has probably helped a lot. Stress, let's face it, is a contributing factor. And I know I've mentioned this in prior videos, but I can't relate that and stress that enough that, the stress plays a huge role in a lot of things. Right now, I am starting to get a headache. Like I said, I'm still not feeling great. The ibuprofen has numbed a lot of what's going on, but still, you know, let's face it, it's not going to fix slightly Herx flare-ups or whatever you want to call them. I don't know. I can't even throw my words together right. I am sitting here drinking ginger tea because, let's face it, it is an anti-inflammatory. So I try to do a cup of tea usually every day, if not every day, at least once, you know, every other day and stuff like that. And believe it or not, I am not a fan of the flavor of ginger. I just really don't like ginger. So, what have you guys been experiencing the most this winter as far as feeling things? Are you experiencing more of the tipsiness? Because, like I mentioned in prior videos, this time of year we are always tipsy. Myself, just a little bit worse than most of the time, but God, I got this damn headache. Any rate, yeah, that's what I've been experiencing. More of the tipsiness and extremely run down. My other half plays out, so when he's playing in the bands and stuff, I used to go out more frequently, but I'm dog-ass tired. Is that how you would put it? So that is an update on what's going on around here. I know in prior videos I kept an update on my hair as far as the falling out thing goes, and it's still falling out 3 years and 3 months later. Probably going to end up with a wig. I'm not going to say that that's Lyme. I'm going to say that that's more thyroid, but we will say that Lyme is a huge contributing factor to thyroid. So, is there anything that I'm really doing for it? I was taking vitamins right up until I started doing the zithromycin. I started trying them again. I try not to take them every day, but I try to at least do them like every other day. You know, let's face it, we're afraid to take medicine, even in vitamin form. So, at any rate, I wish all of you a farewell here and a good new year once again. And I will catch all you guys in the new year. Bye-bye.